25 reasons why Batman vs. Superman worked. Everything right with Batman vs. Superman. 1. Batman is popular. Superman is popular. Batman and Superman are popular. 2. It's an expensive movie. The Batman vs. Superman fight looks like it was done by a $100,000 a year computer person. 3. People generally don't care about philosophical stuff anyway, so when Batman talks about Superman having too much power, then goes murdering people, they probably don't observe anyway. 4. Prior to screwing that up, they did a really good job of establishing those themes. 5. Comic book geeks have become the majority. They don't read about Thomas Pynchon or actual academic stuff such as building computers or, I don't know, making rocket ships, rocket science surgery, etc. They do superhero comic book stuff. They watch this kind of brand marketing that's marketed towards them and then complain about why people don't agree with them, even if their points suck or are actually good. It doesn't really matter. They just like arguing. 6. A lot of people are famous in this movie. 7. The director of Watchmen directed this movie. 8. The director of Watchmen directed this movie, which everyone assumed was going to be based on The Dark Knight Returns. 9. Expensive 4D tickets exist now. 10. The economy is back. 11. Inequality is back. Mental illness isn't getting fixed. Education has a lot of problems where students go to school with less hours, etc. 12. The origin story was kept to a minimum. This is in direct contrast to Man of Steel, which is a Christopher Nolan influenced superhero film, which is inspired by Farewell My Concubine's biographical take on Batman in 2005. 13. Not everyone thinks Batman shouldn't be allowed to shoot someone. 14. Zack Snyder believes that he's doing The Dark Knight Returns Batman as everyone else should too. 15. Lois Lane was done well. 16. A DC movie universe doesn't have to be innovative. It's part of a trend. 17. Pop culture is big. 18. People like bad movies. 19. Superman dying sets up the Justice League well. 20. Jennifer Lopez and Elektra weren't in this movie. 21. DC fanboys. 22. As weird as the Wilhelm scream, Hot Wheels toys, Batmobile stunts were, it wasn't a Z-rated movie where a 40-year-old man dubs a 4-year-old girl. So there's that much good to say about this film. 23. It's enjoyable if you don't think too much about it. 24. It's enjoyably bad. 25. You get to see Batman shoot a whole bunch of people. No one wants to see Batman and Superman fail.